Howdy Leapers, Chris here. Alas, there is no new episode of Quantum Leap this week, but don't despair because it just gives us a chance to bring you this special episode of the QLP featuring an appearance that Matt, Allison, and I made on a podcast called Captain GameShow. Captain GameShow is a trivia and wordplay podcast created and hosted by John Irons. John is a longtime friend of the QLP, and we jumped at the chance to do this crossover show. Captain GameShow is now in its 5th season, and every episode is a journey into John's unique blend of humor and creativity. You can find links to the show in the show notes for this episode, and I urge you, click subscribe. It is a great show, and we had a blast being on it with John. So I'm sure you're going to have a blast listening to it. Sit back, strap in, enjoy.
This program is part of the Infinite Potato Alliance. For more shows like this, visit our website at infinitepotato.com.
So Allison, Matt said that he was able to hear an episode of the show. Have you listened to any of them?
I have not.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize to me.
I'm going to be the one that looks a fool.
I'm trying to help you out.
That's a gangsta fool. Thank you very much.
A gangsta fool.
Okay. Do you have a pen and paper?
Can I use the notes on my phone? Do I need a piece of paper to draw on or something?
No, not in... No. I had to check my games. No drawing on this episode.
There's drawing sometimes. Cool.
There's drawing sometimes.
Yeah. That one can be really infuriating.
Pictures on the radio is that game. Chris gets mad at me because it's not an actual radio. Okay. Here we go.
Hey honey, who's that dude who makes haikus and game show rules that'll stump Doctor Who? The same one comes to mind, that's a rare find, with questions that's designed to intertwine your mind. It's that Captain Game Show, never the same flow. Winners on the menu, but it's never the same goal. Just funning with some friends who end up contestants, keeping them guessing in this 3-round session. I confess, it's the best thing that's not on TV. Transform pop culture into social graffiti. It's me, the DB, the hip-hop advocate. They asked for a theme song, so I took a stab at it. Crafted like magic and handled till it's done. Flame broad like steak that's covered in A1 with the side of a whole cosmic potato. We could get down if you're willing and able, but you gotta be quick with it and quick with it. Improv on demand, the host gets sick with it. Trust me, there's no need for an alter ego. You know, we know, it's just Captain Game Show.
Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, all and none of the above, and welcome to the latest episode of Captain Game Show. I'm your host, John Irons. First, a quick bit of housekeeping. The last episode, number 171.5, was the final episode of Season 4. And as such, it was the final clue to the hidden game. I am happy to say that multiple people have solved the game, and I'll be announcing an actual winner soon. This episode is the first episode of Season 5, which means that one of my guests tonight will leap into the body of Lee Harvey Oswald.
Aw, beans.
Awesome. Wait, does this mean this is going to be a double lengther? And does it mean that there's going to be a lot of complaints about it afterwards?
I'm sure.
Yeah, but we're going to have a full orchestra, though. It's going to sound great.
Hands off, Cuba.
There will be a ton of complaints afterwards.
Good.
I am honored to have the host of the Quantum Leap podcast join me for the show tonight. Miss Allison Pregler.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
My pleasure. Mr. Matt Dale.
Hey, that's Matt Dale from the year 2022. Thank you.
Accept no imitations. And, of course, friend to the show, regular guest, Mr. Chris DeFilippis.
Hi, it's great to be back. I don't think I've ever been on a season premiere before, though, so...
Ooh.
This is the Trivia Wordplay podcast of the Infinite Potato Network, and this episode will, as most of my episodes do, feature 3 rounds of trivia and or wordplay. I didn't acknowledge your season premiere thing because it's not any different from a regular show.
It's different. It's different in my heart, John.
That's how you get the audience hype. You're like, this is a new season. Everything's brand new.
Oh, new theme tune.
Fresh.
New theme tune, please.
Yeah.
Jazz it up.
Right.
Yeah.
I will explain the rules to each game before the players play, and I'll let them know if questions are to be assigned, meaning that I'll ask particular questions to particular players, or if they'll be buzz in, meaning I just ask the question to the group, and if someone thinks they know it, they say their name, and I'll call on them. Usually, but not always, if someone gets a question wrong, I'll let another player try to steal the point, but that's never a guarantee. So I do have the host of the Quantum Leap podcast on the show tonight, but I didn't want to do 3 rounds of Quantum Leap games.
Yeah.
Aw, man. That's it. I thought we were going to get a guaranteed perfect game all 3 of us.
But
Oh, you know, if it comes to Quantum Leap trivia, me and Matt are going to be just...
No, because I can't remember anything about Quantum Leap. I can't remember any of it.
if only you had some reference material. But it is fair to say that every game tonight, to some degree, was, at least in my mind, inspired
Ooh.
by Quantum Leap.
If it's about quantum physics, I ain't got nothing.
Something about a loop of string.
Just ball it up. You'll be fine. Okay, so again, Chris has played many times. Matt, Allison, do you have any questions before we get started?
So you're saying the trivia question, we just blurt it out if we think we know it. If we get it wrong, the other two can try and...
Yes, if it's a buzz-in game. Well, actually, regardless. That's correct. Okay. If it's a question like that.
We're buzzing in?
It depends on the game. I'll let you know each time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it makes it really hard to ask questions at this particular point. There's going to be games you're going to tell us how to play them. Okay, that's fine. We are in your hands.
Put it that way. Everything you said just makes sense. Yeah. So I'll just have to alter my intro. That's what'll be new for season 5.
Okay.
I'll just remove that part.
This was the first game. If you do you have any questions?
Yeah.
And then we pipe in, and if you get the wrong question,
yes,
you lost the point.
Fair. Oh,
I'm so confused now.
New guests to the show. This is actually works for you. New guests get 1 point to start off with.
Ooh.
Bonus intro
hot
point.
Dang.
Come on.
Take that, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw you.
Now, do you have any questions? No, I'm kidding. All right, here we go. Round 1.
Round 1.
The P is silent.
Fight.
Imagine, if you will, a supervillain. Not a mad scientist per se, just an irked scientist. He decides to rid the world of all those annoying silent letters, like the P in pterodactyl, and builds a machine to do just that. Unfortunately, the machine isn't super specific, so it also removes that letter from words being used to describe the word in question. In this game, I will give you a clue to a word that contains a silent letter. You tell me what word I'm thinking of. For example, if I were to say, when your adi loses the ability to feel anything, you would say numb. Since the B in numb is silent, all of the B's in the clue were also silent. And for the purposes of this game, silent means if I remove that letter from the word, it's still phonetically the same.
Okay. So if we think we know the answer, are we blurting it out? We're buzzing in some way?
This one's going to be assigned.
Okay.
Assigned.
Okay. I'm going to start you off with a question directly for each of you.
That almost feels like more pressure.
Okay.
That's not my problem.
Only if you're a loser, Matt.
I know.
Man, we're going to be a couple stink bombs here. Chris is going to be so smart. He knows so many words.
So the tie-in, again, in my mind, is that silent letters are like the hologram of the English language. Kind of there, kind of not there.
I was waiting for it. I knew there was going to be a John connection in there.
Yeah.
So.
Again, only in my mind.
We all saw it.
The second T is silent. Right.
That's a deep cut for all the Quantum Leap fans out there.
That's pretty good. You know what? I'm going to give you a point for that.
I knew it, you son of a bitch!
Wait, hang on. There's points for being entertaining? Oh, I am screwed. Right, Allison, you've won.
Did not guarantee.
It's a personality award. You tried.
Nobody told me this before I agreed to come on.
Chris, first question's going to you.
Go for it.
Hen, you ant a piece of candy and idly open that no and later or salt otter taffy. This is hats discarded afterwards.
That would be the rapper.
Yes.
Not to be confused with the alphabet
The
rapper.
ABC rap.
Matt.
Mm-hmm.
In the English language, this same word can mean when you ignite a birthday candle or compare a ram to a kilogram.
Chris to steal.
No, got nothing.
Do you want me to repeat?
No, 'cause I got the clue. I got the letter. I do not have the word.
Chris.
Light.
Light is correct. Allison.
Yes.
Depending on the on-text, it would be a scandalous photo of someone out in a compromising position. Or it would also be when you us somebody out.
It could be... Wait. Can you repeat it? Sorry.
It would be a scandalous photo of someone out in a compromising position. Or it would also be when you us somebody out.
All I can think of is the word blackmail. But that doesn't seem like ussing somebody out. I mean, that would have a silent C in it. I don't know. I guess I'm going with blackmail. I'm sure that's wrong.
That is not right. Anyone to steal?
I'm glad Chris is stumped. That makes me feel better.
Obscene.
Oh, I see.
Oof. Or you don't.
I didn't see the C.
No C. Chris.
The C is evident in that one. Go ahead.
Chris. The very end of some area, like a esk or a land border, could also mean the more dangerous side of a blade, like a sword.
Edge. I didn't think I was going to get that.
That's right. Matt. In school, actually, I guess it would be, sorry. In school, the class where you study hydrogen and lithium. On screen, when two people convincingly have the odds for each other.
I kind of want to ask you to repeat that, but only because I'm feeling cruel. No, is that chemistry?
It's chemistry.
Kind of like Sam and Al.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Allison. This ver means to begin at the autumn and go up, the way one might scramble up the proverbial hill of Eanes.
Can you repeat the question?
I can. Well, we'll see. I'll try. This ver means to begin at the autumn and go up, the way one might scramble up the proverbial hill of Eanes.
Matt to steal.
Is that Ash or John's cat?
It's John's cat. Ash would never be so obscene.
He's expecting me to feed him, but it's not time to feed him. He's just bored. He's learned from me. That's what you do when you're bored. You just eat.
Man, I don't even have a guess on this one. I don't know.
Matt.
Well, when my cat gets hungry, she tends to climb up my leg. Is it climb?
Is correct. It is.
Climb, okay.
I was going to cut out the whole thing about the cat, but now I can't.
If you took the B out, I would say clim.
I guess you would.
You wouldn't pronounce it the same phonetically.
Well, no, the answer you say the right way.
What?
Chris.
Okay.
Welcome to Captain GameShow.
All right.
What have we walked into?
Chris. Tis animal is like a cross between a hippo and an elephant, and sadly is often hunted for its horn.
That would be a rhinoceros.
Sure. Matt. Often related to referring to someone's country of origin, it could mean anything that one finds unfamiliar or strange.
Foreign.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
Matt.
Thank you for choosing that one for me.
You're welcome.
Strange.
For the record,
and
I
unusual.
don't decide which player gets which question. You got lucky. Allison,
Yeah.
you got this.
Sure. All right.
You ought this. If you just ought that managerial position you wanted, or your Earl friend said yes, and now you're in aid, it's time to grab a bottle of this.
Champagne.
There you go. Got it.
I know that one.
Yay!
I got one. Woo.
Nicely done.
Somebody break out the champagne.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it, but like for a split second when I was writing this, I thought I could like do words like flavor and color and just tell Matt there was a silent U.
That would have been perfect.
So cruel. All right, round 2.
Round 2.
Good Night Moon.
Fight!
The much beloved children's book, Good Night Moon, has been helping kids go to sleep for decades. And I decided that it was time for a modern twist. What if I imagined Good Night Moon was actually about the 2009 Sam Rockwell movie, Moon? I then imagined a few other books in the series based on other science fiction properties. Now, usually this game contains a mix of film and television, but tonight, for obvious reasons, every answer will be a TV show that aired in the 80s or 90s.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, Allison's
I might have
on.
a better chance.
We're in Allison's wheelhouse now. Crap.
If it's 80s or 90s, I might do a little better than if it's modern, to be honest.
I'm trying to put everybody on equal footing.
Heck yeah.
And the clue will be delivered in classic Goodnight Moon rhyming style. This one will also be assigned. And this time we'll start with Matt.
Are these all sci-fi shows or just shows?
These are all sci-fi 80s, 90s shows.
Ooh. All right.
And I will reiterate, I don't decide which player gets which question.
I know what's coming now.
Matt. Goodnight, Rimmer and Crichton, floating through space. Goodnight, David Lister, the last of your race.
And do I just have to name the show?
Yeah, that's it.
Red Dwarf.
That's correct.
Thank you.
That's what is Red Dwarf?
Yes, that's it. You lose a point.
Don't lie to him.
I'm trying.
There are games where I make you answer in the form of a question. This isn't one of them.
Oh, okay.
Allison. Good night, Tom, Joel, and Crow, and the movies you hate. Good night, Dr. Forrester, and Manos, Hands of Fate.
Oh, that's Mystery Science Theater 3000.
It is. Chris.
Go ahead.
Good night, Mr. Beastmaster, part of Earth's last defense. Good night, lizards that look like people that made me paranoid ever since.
Oh, V.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matt. Good night, military explorers teleporting to distant lands. Good night, Goa'uld and replicators. Prepare to catch these hands.
I've never seen it, so I'm going to take a punt at this one. Stargate SG-1?
That's it. Allison. Good night, Crichton and wormholes in Earth where you were born. Good night, Sci-Fi meets Henson and Muppets meets porn.
That's Farscape.
It is. So good.
I love Farscape.
Chris.
Can I get another Farscape question?
Close. Good night, planet hoppers, trying hard not to die. Good night, young genius, two friends, and random dude driving by.
That would be Sliders, which we threatened to do a whole nother podcast.
I forgot. That's how Remy got involved, right?
Yes. Yeah, Remy just driving by
Yeah.
randomly.
So funny.
Minding his own business on his way to a show, I believe.
Here's a preview of our Sliders podcast. It's so bad, Sliders.
It started off okay, and then it just slid down. Slid dramatically.
It started off so good. Not just okay, so good. It was the biggest plunge in quality.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. This might be the toughest one. I don't know. This might just be something that I saw. So good luck. Matt. Good night, Dot, Bob, and Hexadecimal. Good night, Saturday Morning Fair. Good night, completely CGI show. The first ever on the air. This is familiar to anybody but me?
I know.
Okay. Matt, you got anything?
No. Go on, Allison.
That's a reboot.
That's reboots.
I knew it when you said Dot.
That's great. Allison, this one's yours.
Hey.
Good night, liquid television. Good night, eyelashes and fly. Good night, plot about a virus, I think, and some dominatrix spy.
Krista Steele.
I might not know this one. I'm just going to throw out Max Headroom.
No, but I did consider doing that one too.
Okay. What is it, Chris?
Chris.
It's Aeon Flux.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
So strange.
It's the only thing I remembered from Liquid Television. And then you said Dominatrix, I was like, yep. I was just thinking about that show, too. I don't even know why. Like
because the Dominatrix?
Yeah, Charlize Theron was in one of them, right?
She was in the movie version.
Yeah.
The live action one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it started off as shorts in Liquid Television, and then they gave it a show for, I think, a couple of seasons, like an animated show. And then she did the movie. And none of it was good, except for the shorts.
I was probably thinking about it from listening to an episode of Captain GameShow. You guys might have been talking about anime or something, and my brain just went there. So
That's possible.
Anyway, that's interesting to no one but me.
Chris, this is yours. Good night, cowboys, magic orbs, and killers on the run. Good night, one beautiful season of Western sci-fi action fun.
I only know this because of you, John Irons. That is Briscoe County.
You're welcome.
I've never seen the show. I just know you from talking about it.
Briscoe County Jr. is great. I legit thought you were talking about Firefly, though.
I was about to jump in and say Firefly was the 2000s, surely.
Yeah.
You know what? I would have accepted Firefly, except I said magic orbs.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's
Briscoe County's fun. But I
probably would have.
Yeah,
giving you half. Yeah. Matt. Good night, Gary and Wyatt. Good night, show on USA. Good night, Cyber Genie, and jokes that might not fly today.
Oh, I know what it is.
Is that from the names Gary and Wyatt? Is it Weird Science?
It is.
I only know because they did a Quantum Leap thing.
They did?
Oh, right. Yeah, they did.
Weird Science did a Quantum Leap thing?
Yeah.
What did they do?
They did an episode that was Quantum Leap inspired where he keeps... I think he just keeps leaping into different jobs and stuff, right?
Yeah. Literally, I've not even seen it. Just enough to take a screen grab.
There were 4 seasons of that show. 4
It
seasons.
looks awful.
It was
I
not
thought
good.
it was surprisingly funny, but I haven't seen a lot of it, so...
I've seen the actual theatrical Weird Science many, many times. I was right in the demographic when that came out.
Yeah, the movie is great. Allison. I think you'll be okay on this one, too. Good night, Roy Scheider and his talking dolphin, too. Good night, I don't even need the second half of this clue.
It was a Sea Quest? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
With friend of our show, Tommy Thompson, as the executive producer.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
For a second, I was thinking Sea Lab, and I'm like, that's not right. I know it's Sea Quest.
Sequest DSV. Correct.
Yeah.
And Chris, last one's to you.
Okay.
Good night, one-man menagerie. Good night, roar, neigh, and caw. Good night, series you've definitely heard of that you maybe never saw.
Is this the second Mork Singer clue of the night? Is this Beastmaster?
No.
Oh, then...
To my knowledge, there wasn't a Beastmaster show. Actually, there was.
There
but I don't
was.
think he was in it. I don't think he was in it.
No, he wasn't.
Then...
What was the clue again?
Good night, one-man menagerie. Good night, roar, neigh, and caw. Good night, series you've definitely heard of that you maybe never saw.
Can I guess again?
After Matt and Allison,
Okay.
if they want a shot.
I've not got it, so.
Allison, you got anything?
Menagerie. Manimal?
Manimal is correct.
Oh, shit!
Why did I not say Manimal? You know, John, when you were announcing that you were going to do this game, it was going to be all 80s sci-fi, I was waiting for the f***ing Manimal clue.
I was sure you were. I presumed everyone was mating from Manimal and Sliders.
I never watched the Manimal, though.
I've seen Manimal. That clue doesn't apply to me.
There was only 8 episodes. Like, it's so omnipresent for there to only be 8 episodes.
The best episode is when he turns into a shark and then eats Freddy Krueger in a pool. Pretty cool.
I've got to see this.
I don't think you do.
If it's 8 episodes, I've got to see it.
I don't think I've seen it since it actually aired. And I was, however old I was, 6. I need to watch it again. All right. Well done, guys. You're all pretty neck and neck. So this is the rest stop in the midst of the podcast. 2 rounds trivia and wordplay, 1 intermission improv. Tonight, you guys will
ice on this.
What?
You guys will be doing haiku kung fu.
Test your might.
What?
You will need to compose for me a poem, classic haiku style, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables. The topic that I'm giving you is season 2 of Quantum Leap.
Oh.
Okay.
I gotta remember what was in season 2.
The new Quantum Leap.
The new one?
What?
I want a 17-syllable pitch. It can be for a particular episode, it can be for a leap, or it can be for a season-long arc.
So we're composing a poem about a hypothetical season 2 of
Yes.
Of
What would you like to see in season 2? Give me a haiku pitch for this episode or this thing that happens or whatever.
Wow.
I was going to say extra points if you include the word dinosaur, but I'm not. No, that's not true. That's not true. I'm not holding you to that. So the way intermission improvs like this work is I will give you guys your assignment. And I'll give you, a minute or 2 to think about it. But they're not due until the end of the podcast, which means you'll have the aforementioned minute or 2 and the duration of round 3 if you want to attempt some multitasking before I'll circle back and you need to tell me what you wrote.
Okay. Gosh.
It should be easy. I'm sure you've thought about it.
Nah, but I'm like a deer in the headlights, dude. I can't think of anything right now. All right.
Okay.
While you are struggling with that, allow me to pile a little bit more on your plate. Round 3.
Final round.
I call this the name game.
Fight!
We're going to end this vaguely Quantum Leap episode with a brand new game to the podcast. And really, this is just one of those games that I really just wrote it just to see if I could. All you really need to know in terms of how to play this game is that I will describe a famous person, and then you just give me the person's name. That's it.
This is a fictional person, a famous person?
This is actual famous people.
Okay.
Actual celebrities or famous people. This is an unusual game, only in the sense that it's going to start off as a buzz-in. The first 2 questions or the first 2 clues, if you know it, say your name, and I'll call on you. But after those 2, I will assign the remaining questions.
Wait, what?
The first 2 questions are going to be buzz-in. I'll give you a clue. If you know it, say your name, and I'll call on you. That's it.
Okay.
All right. Everyone good?
Yep.
All right. First buzz-in clue. The director of Gladiator, Blade Runner, and The First Alien.
Chris. Ridley Scott.
Yeah. Though this author and cartoonist has written satirical business and nonfiction works, he is best known as the creator of the Dilbert comic strip.
Yeah, got nothing.
Nobody?
Can I get half the name?
Let's see. What do you got?
I think Scott's in there somewhere.
Yeah. Scott Adams.
Yeah. Scott Adams. Yeah. I had half. Can I get half a point?
I'm giving you a full point.
Oh, thanks. Matt, did you have it? I don't want to steal it from you if you knew the full name.
Nope. I did not have it.
Okay.
Okay. So I started with Chris, I started with Matt. So Allison, from this point on, clues will be assigned. Allison, this one's yours.
Okay.
Although Chris is most likely to steal it, so I hope you get it. This 80s rocker sang hits like Goody Two Shoes and Stand and Deliver.
Adamant.
Yeah. Chris. One of the Brat Pack. He was the nerdiest member of the Breakfast Club.
Also in Weird Science, Anthony Michael Hall.
Yep. Matt.
Hey.
The Seinfeld cast member who played Kramer, the epitome of the wacky neighbor.
I'm blanking.
Chris Steele.
Yeah, go on.
Chris.
Oh, wait, we want the actor, right? Not the character?
The actor.
Michael Richards.
What, Kramer?
Yeah, Michael Richards. I was blanking for a second there. Yeah.
Michael Richards is correct. Allison. Viewed through the lens of today, his hit songs Super Freak and Give It To Me Baby almost sound more like confessions.
Oh, shit. Rick James. Is that him? Yeah.
That's right. Chris.
Mm-hmm.
The Mask, The Truman Show, and Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
I guess Jim Carrey?
Mm-hmm. Matt. Before her death in 2016, this actress requested that, no matter the actual cause, her obituary say that she drowned in silver moonlight, strangled by her own bra.
Allison to Steele, if you don't know it.
I don't.
Allison.
That's Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Oh. Had no idea. Wow.
She's so cool.
I believe she said that because George Lucas said that there are no bras in space or something. Some dumb shit.
No underwear in space.
Yeah, no underwear.
We got
cool. Cool guy.
Yeah. Allison, this is you. Though I enjoyed it at the time, upon reflection, this actor's portrayal of the sidekick Ben in the Short Circuit films was problematic at best.
Is his name Gary Fisher?
Matt Steele.
Fisher Stevens. That's what it is. There was a Fisher in there.
Fisher Stevens is correct.
I was confusing Gary because early edition, the character that he's alongside is named Gary in there.
Oh, I think I saw one episode of that. Was it good?
The first couple seasons are good, and then it gets kind of stupid.
Chris.
Mm-hmm.
This actor and comedian's long career currently includes filming the 3rd season of Only Murders in the Building with his friend Martin Short.
Oh, that would be Steve Martin.
Yeah.
All right.
Matt. This actor is not Martin Short. But he is a Martin. Specifically, the Martin that starred in the 90s sitcom, Martin.
Why are you giving me the ones I don't know?
Allison to Steele.
I don't know which ones you know. I have to
I've
ask.
never even heard of this. I know. I've never heard of Martin.
Allison.
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
You know him from he was with Will Smith in the now I'm spacing it, the movie they did together.
Oh, Bad Boys. Yeah.
Bad Boys. Yeah, they're bad boys.
Bad Boys for Life.
Those two bad boys.
Sure. Didn't know there was a sitcom called Martin.
There is a sitcom called Martin.
Yeah, it was on UPN in the 90s. It went on forever.
Yeah.
I think it was lead-in for Enterprise.
That sounds right.
No, I don't know.
It might have been Voyager around that time, but
Actually, I think they might have put all the black people on one night. I don't remember. Allison, this is yours officially. This writer, producer, and actor created and starred in the Emmy Award-winning Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I don't know this guy's name. I'm sorry.
Whoever knows
half
of it.
What?
You should know at least half his name.
I should know half his name?
Yeah?
I don't remember who created that show.
All right. Open is still.
Can we get that question again? I was working on my haiku.
Sure.
Oh, wait, Larry David. I remembered it. I'm sorry.
Damn you, haiku!
Man. Allison with the last minute.
My brain does not work properly.
All right, Chris, this is yours. It's true that this person shares his name with the Canadian sketch comedy actor, but in this case, I'm referring to the founder of Wendy's fast food restaurant.
Dave Thomas.
Yes. Matt.
Feeling confident.
Yes, I feel confident for you. This man has appeared in films as a man called Disney and as a man called Rogers, and is currently in theaters as a man called Otto.
Oh.
What?
Allison to Steele, if you don't know it.
Oh. Apparently I don't watch anything.
What?
No. Pass it to Allison then.
Allison.
It's Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
And I only know that because I just saw a YouTube video where he was promoting that. Otherwise, I've never heard of this film.
Chris.
Yes.
One of the greatest baseball players of all time, this African-American legend played Major League Baseball from 1954 to 1976.
Say that again?
One of the greatest baseball players of all time, this African-American legend played Major League Baseball from 1954 to 1976.
I have to say Jackie Robinson?
I will... No. It is not Jackie Robinson. I will remind you that the previous answer was Tom Hanks. One of the greatest baseball players of all time.
Hank Aaron.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
Chris was the only one with a chance on that one.
Matt, have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I love Breaking Bad. I'm absolutely spacing on the names of everyone involved in it now. So
Chris to Steele already.
Yeah.
Matt, this question is for you. I want to just say, Magnus, bitch. But just to be sure, let me provide the context that this line was from Jesse Pinkman on Breaking Bad, given by this actor.
No, I got to pass on it.
Chris to Steele.
Chris.
Aaron Paul.
Yes. Allison, last question goes to you.
Okay.
This 76-year-old woman rose to fame as an author of cookbooks and host of shows on the Food Network, and was subsequently canceled for admitting that growing up in Georgia, she's used the N-word before.
Paula Deen.
Yes.
I knew it.
Wow.
I remember that scandal well.
Yeah. All right. That was the last clue of that round. So the hard part wasn't finding names that led into the next name. Well, that was a little bit hard. That was kind of hard. But the really hard part was doing it in such a way that I started with Scott and I ended with Dean.
Well done.
Nice.
I knew there was going to be some kind of overarching thing.
I try.
You know, I was so busy. I'm going to excuse myself very slightly here, but only slightly because I still didn't know most of those. I was so busy focusing on my haiku, I missed the fact that the names led into each other until right at the end there.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I didn't want to put it at the beginning.
Oh, you didn't actually explain it? Okay.
No,
good.
I did not.
Okay.
That's the reveal at the end.
Okay.
Hidden in plain sight.
Oh, so I'm just dumb then. I didn't actually miss something and I'm dumb. It's good. That's fine.
No, I needed to explain to me too. Feed the big dumb baby.
It's a heady feeling having all the answers. The one thing, dear players, I do not have yet is your haiku. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. As ready as I'm going to be.
All right. Matt, let me hear your 3-line, 17-syllable pitch for season 2.
Just bring back Ziggy. We need blinky neon lights flirting with magic.
Ooh!
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris.
This may be the worst haiku I've ever written. I don't know where it came from. Okay, enough.
That wasn't
Excuses.
very... Oh, wait. I think that was your 17 syllables. So
There we go. Sorry.
this may be the worst haiku I've ever...
Don't ask me why my mind went here. Ben leaps as Lucy, slips on grapes and breaks his neck. Enterprise, no more.
What the?
Who's Lucy?
Lucille Ball, who greenlit Star Trek.
Oh,
Wow.
no. He uncreated Star Trek.
Man.
And killed Lucy in the process and dies.
And kill
that's not
Lucille
a very-
Ball.
And it's not a very good
Well,
season 2
he was
pitch.
there to save Ricardo all along.
And Allison turns my shit into Shinola.
As always.
This is why I podcast with her. Thank you, Allison.
It was Ricky Ricardo, not the last name was Ricardo. I knew
All
that.
right. And Allison.
All right. Mystery box gone. No CSI time travel. I will rest at last.
I thought you might say that. All right. Give me a moment while I total.
Also, Rick would have gotten my haiku like that. I'm sure he's listening right now saying, I got it, Chris.
Well, okay. So the first thing you said when you said Lucy slips on a grape, I was thinking like Lucy, like from Peanuts Lucy?
That's where I went.
No, I knew he meant Lucille Ball.
Like retribution for the football thing?
See? It's many layers. Sure. It was Lucy Van Pelt. That's what makes it so weird.
That was weird. Super weird. All right. Final scores. Chris, 17 points. Matt, 12 points. But you're great.
Thank you. I'm just happy to be here.
Allison, 20 points.
Congratulations,
Way
Allison.
to go.
done.
Stealing left and right.
Thanks.
Excellent. Excellent performance.
Got me with the pop culture stuff. I ain't got no real knowledge, but...
That is real knowledge on Captain GameShow.
Okay, good.
So on this show, the prize, quote-unquote prize, for winning the episode is you get to be the first to pitch, plug, or promote whatever you like.
Ah, dang. Stealing it all the limelight for me. Yeah, you can catch me and Matt and Chris on the Quantum Leap Podcast, quantumleappodcast.com, or wherever you can listen to podcasts. That's where we're at. Also our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Quantum Leap Podcast. Or is it the Quantum Leap Podcast?
It's the on the YouTube.
The Quantum Leap Podcast on YouTube. You can also find my personal stuff, youtube.com/Movie Nights the series, or you can find me on Twitter under my name.
Yay. Chris.
Well, usually this is where I say you can find me as a host on the Quantum Leap Podcast with my co-host Matt, but Allison just did that. So,
Stole it.
She stole it. Just like she stole my victory.
Stole all your points. Magnets, bitch.
I'm at a loss as to what to pitch, plug, or promote. So I'm going to promote our Instagram channel. That's at Quantum Leap Pod on Instagram. I've been posting a lot of stuff there, and I'm trying to boost the followers and make it seem like I do as much as they do over on our YouTube channel, which is killing it. So yeah, go to Instagram, follow us on at Quantum Leap Pod.
And Matt.
Thank you. I'm going to promote my new website, forevertv.co.uk, where people can read all kinds of crap, and also buy my Quantum Leap book, Beyond the Mirror Image, The Observer's Guide to Quantum Leap, soon to be in a 3-volume edition.
Yay. I was going to ask, what's the timeline on that?
It's soon. So the first edition is still available. The second edition, Volume 1, is coming out in, it should be back end of February. And then Volume 2 over the summer, and Volume 3 at the end of the year.
Sweet.
Lots to read.
Yeah. As for me, you can find other episodes of Captain Game Show wherever you found this episode of Captain Game Show. Please subscribe, like, share, review positively. Write me something. Give me stars. 5 of them would be great. I am also on Facebook and Twitter, and technically I'm on Instagram, and I think I'm on TikTok, but I'll be honest, I don't do much there. And you can always write me at captaingameshow@gmail.com. As I mentioned at the top of the show, season 4 has just ended. The hidden game has also just ended. And I've not yet thought of a hidden game for season 5, but when I do, you'll be the first to know. All of you.
And I will be the first to win.
Yeah, we'll see. I will say, for the record, Chris was one of the people who submitted a correct answer. But that does not mean he's won yet. I've got to randomize from all of the people who won, so you're still in the running. I hope you do better with that than you did tonight. Actually, you did pretty well.
No, that haiku was shit. We can all admit it.
It was creative. You had a good
It was the
scenario.
first time your haiku has actually confused me. I'll be honest.
So I got extra points for that, right? But not enough.
Maybe. Maybe you did. All right, so thank you again, Chris, Matt, and Allison for appearing. Seriously, I hope this isn't the last time, but I could understand if it was.
Hell no, I want to come back.
Yeah, this was fun. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, dear listeners, for dearly listening. And thank you to this big wide world for continuing to spin. Thank you, Ben and Sam, wherever you are. We appreciate your sacrifice. Catch you all next time on Captain Game Show.
After credit bonus scene.
Yep.
I get the season 5 remix.
I am going to try the mixed audio of merging everyone's different track as opposed to just recording everything. So it may actually sound better.
Ooh.
Because that was the only problem I've ever had with this show.
After credit bonus scene.
A sandalless photo of someone ought in a compromising position. Or it could be, it would be, oof. These games are just as tough for me, just so you know.
After credit bonus scene.
And I want to personally thank you that Groot did not sing one hit tonight.
Yeah, I did think about it, but Groot was on the season finale, so
all right.
You and the audience have earned a bit of a reprieve. Although I swear I did want to be like, just start off with it because no one would be expecting it since they just, but no, it's fine. You guys are. I do want you to come back, so I don't want to just blast you as soon as you walk in the door.
After credit bonus scene.
Catch you all next time on Captain Game Show. Ta-da.
Oh boy.
You know, it didn't occur to me, but I guess I could just play that as the outro.
I have it isolated if you want it.
Of course you do.
No, it's fine.
We already did it. You don't need more. We got this perfect a cappella rendition. That wasn't me playing it, actually. That was all my mouth. Did you notice?
I did. You talked me into it. I'm going to put it on a loop, splice it with some background music, done and done. Cut it, print it.
After credit bonus scene.
Done recording, yeah?
We are done recording.
Yeah, let me stop the... I forgot that I had my Audacity going.
When do you not have your Audacity going?
No, I forgot that I had it rolling, is what I mean.
No, I'm sorry. It was a play on words.
Oh.
Say it! You're no Looney Tune in a big white room. You're a monster mind of the future. Moving fast, don't let the future pass. Stand up and say, I'm pleased to meet you. Now you're my man, I'm a fan. You got to understand that you got the power to write, to read. You know it's guaranteed. Plant the seed and you get the flower. Say it! A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now life's not sweet, it's a beat, you living on the street, it's the mind's revolution. Be down, be cool, nobody's gangster fool, you got the master solution. Cause you're my man, I'm a fan, you got to understand that you got the power to write, to read, you know it's guaranteed. Plant the seed, you get the flower. Say it! A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Animal. Outstanding.